Mastery. I am Gary. I am your reader today. Thank you so much for allowing me into your home. I'm very excited about this next spread I designed. It's called The Web We Weave. The Web We Weave. Now, here's the interesting part. We all weave things in our life. And in self mastery, we talk about weaving yourself into better things. But sometimes things weave around us. Sometimes we weave, and say that 5 times fast. So what this is a 9 card spread with the web we weave. I've meditated on the cards. I'm cutting them now. So let's talk about your first card, the second card, the third card, the fourth card, the 5 card, the 6 card, the 7 card, and the 9 card. So that's our structure with the web. Okay. And the overall energy here is the 4 cups. The overall energy here is the 4 cups. Daydream believer and a homecoming queen. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so here's the deal. The web we weave, sometimes we go back into ourselves. We go back into old ways. We go back into limbo when we're weaving. Things don't seem to work out correctly when we weave our web. So what happens is it becomes stale and you start to think. You start to ponder. You start to think about the other things that you thought would be fulfilling. And again, webs take a while to weave. You've seen these things. You've walked through them in the morning. The spider webs go into your car. You've walked through them. It takes time to build those things, okay? So in your web, you weave. The first card we're going to do is planning it. And it starts with a tower. What a wild card to start off with, the tower card. Planning your web. Well, you're planning it from the broken down dreams of despair of other things that you have tried to build. Okay. That's what you have going on there. The tower, the components and the pieces of the tower are what you're planning. Okay. It's a new foundation. That's beautiful. Okay. It's new. There are some pieces you will be picking up that were old. Some things, and that's where this 4 comes in too. Those stable elements you had, you will be taking them with you on in your new plan, in your new web. All right. But again, the planning is based from a tower moment, something that's fallen, but you're on good foundation. Good. What is building your web? The hanging man. See? What's building this is a new perspective. What's building this is a new way of thinking. And again, not with that 4 of cups thinking either. This is a new way of thinking. This guy is upside down for a reason. Well, he put himself there. But now he's seeing it from a different perspective. And that's what's building it. It's a brand new perspective on life. And it's very exciting. I mean, who starts off with the tower? Bam, 2 majors already. That's awesome. Let's talk about the strength. The strength of your web. Another major. The strength of your web is a fool. Well, it's a new beginning. And there's something true about when you start on a new adventure. The strength comes from the excitement. The strength comes from the fact that you could leave something and go to some new, leave these old thoughts. Again, with this 4 of cups. The strength is based on something new with the tower on a new foundation, but the excitement, going off and finding a new way. And that is the strength that's building your web. And we're going to clarify on this anyway, so don't worry about that, okay? And there's my clarifying deck. And we'll cut it just so you can see that. All right. Now, let's talk about this. What are you hungry for in your web? You make web to capture, you make web to build. What are you hungry for? And it's an Ace of Pentacles. You're hungry for a brand new big butt beginning. Again, you couldn't ask for anything better with the Fool and with the Ace of Pentacles. There's a maturity. You're hungry for maturity. You're hungry for a fresh start. It's a brand new pentacle. And I want you to take a look at this pentacle, how large it is compared to that huge tree there. That's huge. And the maturity of our animal there, it's a big, big buck. And you only get that big by being smart, being very cunning, and also learning a few things. So you're hungry for this, and that's awesome. Now, let's talk about this. What attracts things to you? What attracts to your web? And the star card. Again, I'm working with this fool here. It's a new baptism of yourself. You've got the tower, you've got the fool, you've got the big butt pentacle going on here. This is a new baptism. See, you're attracting this. You're attracting self reflectivity into your own psyche, into your new path, into your new walk. That's what you're attracting based on this tower, too. Again, this is serious major arcana. That's why I wanted to do this reading today, because I sensed that it was going to be very special. So you've got that star card, and that's attraction. It is a very attractive card, by the way. Okay. What are you hiding in your web? Judgment, another major. And I shuffled these cards, people. This is amazing. Judgment. You're hiding some old wounds that need to be resurrected. And again, with your new self baptism with the star, this new way of seeing yourself, this new beginning after the tower. Notice, after the tower. And there's judgment hiding. Now, I'm not saying if you're hiding judgment for yourself or being judged. I am sensing right now you're hiding the judgment from yourself, that you're making all these moves and you could feel like you're being judged. It could feel like you're judging yourself. That's probably where this Four of Cups is coming into, because as you sit back, you wonder, it's like, how did I get here, or what made things happen? And you're putting this guy right here. There's a lot of self-doubt going on there. And when you're judging yourself, self-doubt creeps in. Now keep in mind, with this star card and this attraction, there is no self-doubt there. No one does that. No one looks like that with any self-doubt. It's very confident. It's a beautiful balance. And again, it's a new baptism of water, I guess, So let's go to 7 now. What is entangled in your web? The 8 of Swords. That's what's entangled. It's you and your brain. It's you trying to release yourself. It's you trying to break free. Now, keep in mind, you have the bondage in the eyes and the bondage with the wrist. So the sight and also physical movement, being able to move on that right now is entangled. You're entangled with the 8 of Wands. But let me tell you something. With the 8, there is advancement. There is moving forward. This is to the point to where you do break from those shackles and everything, okay? That's the point to where you do break from that. And that's a good thing, okay? Now, what do you need to dispose of? Like, you've seen those webs, dried carcass, insect carcass. It has to be disposed of. The blood, the lifeblood's been disposed of. But what really needs to be disposed of? We have the Emperor. Now, to me, what needs to be disposed of in your web is a controlling spirit that is underneath you, which is giving you the shame, which is giving you the self-doubt, which is also giving you the judgment. Again, you're on a brand new beginning based on the tower, looking for that new Ace of Pentacles. It's a new self-baptism. You're seeing things from a different way, all based on a tower moment. And then what we have to dispose of is the Emperor energy. Now, this came in reversed. Normally, I don't read reverses, but the energy is coming through reverse. It's a controlling spirit. And it could be you, or it could be whomever has created this moment for you in the web you weave. So I'm going to stick with that until the cards say otherwise, okay? So, universe, talk to us about the tower, planning this web, No one really plans for the tower. The tower happens. Again, look at the major arcana here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of a 9 card so far. It's amazing. All right. Universe. Enlighten us here. 7 of Cups. And it's, so here's the deal. The tower falls. You're picking up old pieces and parts that you're going to keep from the memory, from the nostalgia that were stable, which is the 4 here. Then you got 7 of Cups here. This tells us that we have choices. This tells us that your new beginning, your new journey with the Fool, you're going to be able to have choices. And again, you're only choosing this big Ace of Pentacles here. Here again, with the overall energy with the 4 of Cups, there's a choice to be made. You know, there's that 4th cup. And it's like, man, that's the thing that's golden. Notice how in this imagery, if you can see that that cup that he's dreaming about is totally golden. It's a beautiful thing. So here's the choices with 7, okay? Now, again, too, with the 7, I really want to stick with the fact of there is courage behind this 7 of Cups. There's a lot of courage with 7s. It's defending. We know that. But I'm sensing courage. Courage in a choice through a tower. Let's go to that. And we got the Page of Swords. All right, we're clarifying on that. So we have the Page of Swords coming off of the 7 of Cups. So I'm not saying that maybe with the Page of Swords here, you've had someone come to you and talk to you, or you have friends that suggest these are the things you need to do, maybe help you with choices, or having just a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of intellect to make the choices. So you've got a little bit of intellect with a whole lot of emotion, which is the 7, you know? So based on that tower. So that is the plan. Little bit of intellect starting out. You're having choices through the 7 of Cups. And then you also have the tower moment, which has fallen and you have a brand new foundation. That's planning it. This is what the universe has been planning. So with the 2, building this. Well, you're building your web from a new perspective. Remember? A different perspective. Universe. Let's enlighten us on this. And we got the 2 of Pentacles. Awesome. Now, this is a choice. And I love this. Now we have the Ace of Pentacles here, but you're building this web based on 2 of Pentacles, which is, okay, I want you to build this thing based on what you know, what not based on the hearsay, not based on what other people have told you. That you can get this with the 2 of Pentacles a lot. I want you to really base this on something that in a more of an emotional aspect of it with the 2 of Pentacles. So you could be looking so close at one pentacle and not see the other. Again, this is where we have this Ace of Pentacles here. This is telling me that you could very well slip into that looking at something else and missing something else. Again, with the 7 of Cups, you have a lot of choices there. The 7 of Cups to me has been my Disney card. It's like you can't go wrong with them. Just decide on it. And I don't ever believe there are no mistakes. Just a different adventure based on the Fool card, okay? Building your web. 9 of Wands. Yeah. You're building this thing based on a new perspective, a choice, being steady. But with the 9 of Wands here, it's a passion that it's at its last gasp. You're about ready to move to the 10. That's the ending, okay? That's the completion of this too. So it was an old passion, a dried up passion. By this time, your wands are pretty much dry rot at this point. It's fight, you're wounded. It's been a long battle. Again, I think a lot of this battle has been internally with the Judgment card and that 4. You understand? This has been an internal struggle. You got a lot of judgment on yourself. You got a lot of judgment on yourself, and that's not cool. But what's building this is that last gap of passion with a new perspective and a decision, pretty much. Let's talk about the strength. And we have the Fool there. The new beginning. It's the strength comes in where I am going to march. I am going to go where I know. And that's fueling you. I'm going to move this out of here. It's fueling you. Beautiful. The Emperor. Wow. All right. So here we go. The strength is also coming from control. But this is upright. This is a control that you have, not the fake control that we had over here. Again, that's what we were reading. Now that we have two emperors on the table, one was bad, one was a negative or a reverse. This one's the positive. This is the kind of control we want. And it's interesting too, because with the strength, you have two majors here, the emperor and the fool. Whew, man. And the stability, I cannot stress the stability enough. We got 2 4s going on here, which is innate. We got advancement. Love that. We got 2 7s here, which I like that. Wait a second. I dropped the card. All right. I'm liking this. So here you go. So the strength is emperor strength. Well, these are decisions based on not folly. These are decisions based on emperor, which is all the elements giving you the absolute truth in yourself with strength to back it up. And again, the emperor is the bomb. I'm liking this too, which also creates now, not only do you have the excitement of starting your adventure, but now you have the confidence to do it with the emperor. Love it. 9 of Cups. That's a lot of emotion. And that is really intense. See, there's a new emotion. There's that emotion to where you cannot stop grinning. And that's what we're getting here. The strength is with a 9 of Cups strength. This is an emotion that you have been waiting on for a long time. You've been underneath some energy here, this controlling energy, this controlling spirit, this new happiness, this new emotion you're getting with the 9 of Cups. That is what's fueling your strength. Wow. All right, so we talked about this. You're hungry. You're hungry for an Ace of Pentacles in your web, a big butt pen, a brand new beginning, a large, new, shiny object based on the decision you made with this 2 here, okay? And we have the 10 of Wands. Yep. Now keep in mind, we had the 9 of Wands here with what was building it, and what was building it was that old passion, that all that work, all that hardship you went through. Now here with you're hungry, with the 10 of Wands, is that old emotion now has been wiped out. It's a brand new beginning. So it tells us right here, you are hungry for a brand new passion with the big butt pentacle. That totally clarifies itself, okay? You're hungry for that 10 of Wands. That's it. That was the completion of this final act of passion, or what I'm sensing is the fizzing out of a passion. Fizz, gone. 8 of Pentacles. Wow. And you're hungry for education with these 8s. And it's advancement to your new journey. It's an advancement to your new, to me, you could go scholarly on this, but to me, with this Fool's Journey here, with the 8 of Pentacles, it's an understanding and it's a learning of yourself. You get rid of the 10 of Wands, it's a done thing. It's over with. You're starting with the big butt pentacle, with the Ace of Pentacles here, with the 8 of Pentacles, which is now giving you the. I'm just thinking. I'm sensing intuitively, you're going through the learning process again. A learning process again. Yep, that's what I'm getting. It's a learning process, and you're excited about it with the Fool and with the 9 of Cups. Good job. I like this. All right. So, attracts your web. Well, we had the Star. It's a new baptism of yourself. The Tower moment's over, and you're attracting a reflection of somebody you want to be, somebody that you always desired to be. We got the 9 of Swords. Well, reality hits in now. You also attract self-doubt. We got the Judgment card here playing off of this, but you're also attracting the self-doubt, the back talk. Are you good enough? When you look in that reflection, are you like, oh my gosh, this isn't what I'm seeing. This isn't the reality that I'm sensing and everything. And that's what I'm getting with the Nine of Swords goes into your head. It's almost like the boogeyman staring into you at night, but you got this star energy, but the doubt of you not being able to see your own reflection clearly, that's where these Nine of Swords are coming in, okay? And you're attracting it. Well, reflection attracts light. It attracts everything. And that star card attracts everything too. So, of course, it's going to attract some negative stuff. Just be aware of that. Let's just be aware of that. All right. So, let's take it on here. Six of Cups. Exactly. Remember, we were just talking about this. You've got the six with the Six of Cups here. You also attract in the way things used to be, the old times, the happy times. See, a lot of people tend in this web, a lot of people forget all the garbage they went in and they just remember the happy times right before the tower. They remember only good, and it's easy to remember only good because who wants to remember the bad? And that's what we're getting here. During your new baptism, your new reflection of seeing yourself, you've got the Nine of Swords coming in with the doubt and with the judgment, the self-judgment coming down, coupled with the Six of Cups. Be aware that you are going to be challenged in thought and in heart based on how things used to be, the good old times, whatever. In whatever on your new journey, you're going to be, just be aware of that. I'm just telling you, you're attracting it. The star does attract things like that. Okay. So what is entangled? We talked about it. Judgment card. Yeah. What is entangled? Well, Six of Wands. Yep. What I'm sensing here is you need to fight yourself into that passion again. Stop judging yourself. This is what we're getting. The self-doubt is working all across us. But I like the Six of Wands here, okay? That is telling us that we have to fight for what we believe in, that passion. You have arrived. It's a small victory. Anytime you cannot judge yourself in this aspect, it's a self victory, but you're going to have to defend it. And I'm hoping we're going to get the 7. But right now, with the 6, I'm saying when you defeat these doubts, when you look back and it's like, no, I'm a new reflection of myself, forget the old ways, the tower's fallen, I'm grabbing just the stuff I want, the stuff that was stable for me, the stuff that makes sense, aka 4 of Cups. Keep that small victory. We have judgment on top of judgment. Wow. That, okay. The universe is telling us right there. Right there and there. I'm serious. It's hiding. Yep. You're with the tower, the judgment, and then crossing with the judgment. You are definitely hiding some internal struggles you have about judging yourself. The Six of Wands. I can't stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. Take those small victories. But it's hiding. Come out of the ashes, people. Come out of the ashes. You got to scrub all that off and become the new person. Become the star card. Become a new reflection of yourself. I'm going to cross this again. Universe, 2 judgment cards. Wow. I mean, we've got completion, complete. We got 4 10s here too, if you want to say that too. So that's completion fourfold. Yeah. I just, 6 of Pentacles. We got another 6. Beautiful. Well, one thing we do like about the 6 is the fact of, to me, it's always those small victories. And now it's small victories in with the working through the judgment. Okay. I'm going to my book real quick because I'm sensing I need to check something out. All right. Thank you for keeping up with me on that. So I crossed this again. I just wanted to double check, but the first thing that came to me is your small victory, but have balance in this. The universe is stressing this very much. That's why you have two judgments, but it's keeping the balance in these thought processes. And for some reason, I'm getting keeping the balance in these decisions you made that are for your home and for yourself. That is essential. Okay. Um, I'm gonna have to drop that there because this is a pretty heavy area, man. This is really heavy. Hiding in your web. Balance, two judgments, and the Six of Wands. I could play on that all day. I'm just gonna let it down for now. But yeah, I see the balance from money and intellect, and it could be a job issue too. There's a lot of judgment on you, and it's totally hiding. I don't know if it's something you have to be aware of or something you have to just two majors. So this is happening. Okay. All right. Entangled. Well, you are entangled at the Eight of Swords. And we got the Four of Cups again. More entanglement. Okay. So you have you entangled with the Eight of Swords, breaking through with the Four of Cups again. Again, going back in the daydream aspect of it. You have to make your choice. You got to look at what is feeding you. What cup is feeding you the energy you need to walk through to full this out? So again, that's entangled. You're entangled. It's a little internal struggle. We're getting that with the judgment. It's no big deal. I'm just telling you the way things are. I'm telling you the way things are. The Chariot, which is very interesting because we have the Eight of Swords and the Chariot, and that is advancing again. That's advancing again, okay? So you cannot advance until you break free from those shackles and your eyes and make a choice for the cup or make a choice for the emotional element that you want to go. And I'm sensing it too with the Four of Cups. You have the stability aspect of it. So whatever's going to make you stable emotionally, you got to run through. Now, if you have an entanglement in the Chariot, that could mean that you're going two opposite directions. You're not really sure. You can't get a straight shot. The Two of Pentacles indicates this too, to where you don't have. It's a decision. I sense two horses that have to go steady and straight. But if the Chariot is entangled, it could be because the wrong emperor is driving it. We talked about this here. So make sure you're under a right control instead of a bad control, and that's what we're getting. So what do you have to dispose of? It was that nasty controlling spirit emperor. You got to dispose of that. Universe, could you enlighten us more on this? Ace of Pentacles again. Yep. Okay. So we have the ace here. We have the ace here and what you're hungry for, but it's also saying you have to dispose of that. Now, is that the old pentacle that you were holding on to? Does this old pentacle, this old Ace of Pentacles, this old controlling Ace of Pentacles, that could be brought back before the Tower moment, if you know what I mean. So your Ace of Pentacles here has to be disposed of. So something that you were holding on to or something that you built previously, that was your ace, totally under the wrong spirit, totally under the wrong energy, totally under. Again, this is a control issue. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. So interesting. So you have the Queen of Pentacles to dispose of. And we've got the Emperor energy and the Queen of Pentacles. I am definitely going to say that my Mother Goose here. My Mother Goose can be controlling too. I call my Queen of Pentacles Mother Goose energy. That always feels that way to me. And with that, A lot to me with the negative energy, with the negative controlling energy coupled with the Queen of Pentacles, you've got a marriage that cannot move. It can't move. It's too controlling. You're giving one thing to another, and it's not reciprocating. And it's again, it's the chariot that can't go anywhere. The wrong emperor's driving that chariot. So with the Queen of Pentacles, the nurturing aspect is squelched with the wrong kind of energy, and you have to dispose of that because you could be nourished. See, with the wrong energy, it's the wrong nourishment. It's like almost eating food without the nutrition. That's what I'm sensing here. This whole entire dispose of in your web, you got the Ace of Pentacles. Again, that was the old beginning. You've got the reverse Emperor. That was the controlling spirit. And now you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is, you can't feed it under the wrong energy. So she becomes, the Queen of Pentacles just becomes just someone that just is there to provide, just there to do. But there's no love underneath this wrong energy. I'm going to cross the Four of Cups, the overall energy. Universe, talk to me about this. The Four of Wands. That's beautiful. So here we go. We have 8 again. So that's, again, we're advancing in this web you have. But ultimately, the energy you have is a union. It's a container of love and passion with the Four of Wands. That's your new. This is the new web you're weaving. It's a brand new relationship, a union, celebratory, based on your new journey from a tower moment, with you seeing yourself reflectively through the star, breaking through the chains with the Eight of Swords, getting rid of the controlling energy, which is the Emperor, seeing your big butt pentacle. Again, you're underneath a lot of judgment for yourself, and you have to keep that in balance. And every time you win a battle, when you feel judged, when you judge yourself and you win, and you don't fall for that, and you don't fall for that spirit, it's a little battle. I cannot stress this enough with the Six of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles. Yeah. So here you go. The union with the King of Pentacles here. Interesting how we have the King and Queen of Pentacles, but again, this relationship's underneath the wrong spirit. I almost wish they were here, and they could be with this new union and the stability. Again, only a good spirit, a good controlling spirit. The Emperor controls himself, not others. You've got to understand that. As soon as you have an emperor that controls others and not himself, it's an emperor in the wrong chariot. It's going nowhere. Okay? Well, again, if you like this reading, please like, share, subscribe. We at Self Mastery, we're trying our best to give you the best content possible. And yes, I did go to my book for notes. I do it all the time. I have nothing to hide, and I am learning every time. But if I get stumped, I'd rather look it up instead of try to BS my way through this. But yeah, I got thrown with that 6. I wanted to, as soon as I saw that word balance, that's what the universe wanted me to tell you. Thank you so much. I'm G, I'm your reader, and I really do appreciate you.